Bernie Sanders has officially dropped out of the Democrat primary for president, and that means officially now it's Joe Biden versus President Donald Trump in the 2020 election. Hey everyone, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show. Chairs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. And yes, finally a political video after all the coronavirus news that is out there. And I'm pretty sure I'll be talking about coronavirus again tomorrow. But right now, it's Joe Biden. Now his next big decision is who to pick for his running mate. And Joe Biden basically telling folks that he is going to pick a female who is better at things than he is. On Joe Biden, no, seriously, that's what he said. Joe Biden today in a pool report said, quote, "I'm going to need a woman vice president who has the capacity, has the strengths where I have witnesses." Said that he turned to Obama for advice and was told to look for someone who has experience where he is lacking. So I guess for Joe Biden, he's going to be picking his VP based on gender. Someone who can form a coherent thought process, someone who can complete full sentences, somebody who remembers where they are at all times, and probably somebody who doesn't sniff other people's hair. So that's what Joe Biden will be looking for in a running mate. The Washington Post has 11 choices for Joe Biden, the 11 choices that make the most sense. And they start off here. We'll go up to the very top. Number 11, Susan Rice. Yeah, she would probably be a horrible pick. Michelle Lujan Grisham, the New Mexico governor, is somebody who makes their, I guess, short list. Stacey Abrams, number 9, not very woke of the Washington Post. Stacey Abrams, very woke fighter out there. Somebody who has never really won anything other than a state legislature job, which, I mean, that's not a bad thing, but, she ran for governor of Georgia. She lost. She refused to concede the job. Democrats love her, and I don't understand why. Tammy Duckworth, senator from Illinois, another pick, according to the Washington Post. Val Demings, and this is someone who I actually think has a very real chance of getting selected by Joe Biden. If you don't know her name, you probably remember her. She's a House member from Florida, and she really got national spotlight when she served on the House, has served as a House impeachment manager. She's, according to the Washington Post, she's also an African American and former police chief of the major city of Orlando. So she would be an interesting pick, I think, for Joe Biden. I don't think that she's really in the top 3, but I do see her as a possible choice. They also look at Catherine Cortez Masto, a Latina politician, has the best shot at being Biden's pick. They say Tammy Baldwin is in there. Elizabeth Warren comes in at number 4. Gretchen Whitmer, Gretchen Whitmer. She's the governor in Michigan, who's done really a not such a great job handling the coronavirus outbreak there, and she likes to pick fights with President Donald Trump. So it makes her kind of a flashy name right now. But I don't see her as a great pick for Joe Biden. Remember what I've said earlier. That the pick that Joe Biden makes is going to be very important, because I don't know if he's actually going to serve a full term in office. I could see him maybe serving 2 years and then resigning. I mean, he's already slipping up here, and I think whoever he picks has got to be ready from day number 1. And Gretchen Whitmer, people are going to have questions about her. Amy Klobuchar ranks at number 2, according to the Washington Post. I think that would be a smart pick by Joe Biden. And then Kamala Harris is the number 1 choice, and I can see that. Again, on paper, Kamala Harris should be a great pick. On paper, Kamala Harris should have been a really good Democrat nominee. On paper, she should have been a really good candidate for the presidency. but in reality, she's just so unlikable. People do not like Kamala Harris. She comes across as fake, and I would be very surprised if Joe Biden picks her because I think that she has a lot of negative marks around her. If I had to rank the picks for Joe Biden, I would probably say that Amy Klobuchar would be up there along with. If you wanted to go in a more progressive or socialist direction to kind of bring the party together, he would pick Elizabeth Warren as his VP. If he wanted to, steady the ship, maybe Amy Klobuchar. I still think that you have Val Demings as a potential candidate who will do very well as a vice presidential pick. Let me know who you think Joe Biden will pick as his VP. I think no matter what, Biden gets crushed by Trump in the 2020 election, but a lot can happen between now and then, and there's a lot of screw ups that can happen from Joe Biden. And did anybody wake him up? By the way, does anyone know if Biden realizes that he's actually going to be the nominee? They may want to remind him. Who knows? Tune in to the Chad HD Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Have a great day.